So 6 different types of plank. Again, we're going to hold each one of them for 30 seconds. I'm here to walk you through it. We're going to get through this together. Let's get a timer up and let's get into our first plank. Is going to be just your standard low straight plank. And so to do this, what I want your elbows right below your shoulders, you're up on your toes, and then what we're going to do is we're just going to pop up into a plank. Keep your abs engaged. I'm looking for a straight line. Shoulders, hips, knees, ankles, shoulders, hips, knees, ankles should be in a straight line. Keep your abs engaged. I don't want your butt too high. I don't want your butt too low. Finally, if you can, try to suck your belly button in while you're holding this straight plank. And there's our first 30 seconds, you guys. The next one we're going to get into is what we'd call a pike plank. And so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to slowly lift my butt up towards the ceiling, and then I'm going to drop down to a neutral position. Now you'll notice on this pike plank, what I'm doing, I'm not going so low that my back rounds forward. I'm still able to maintain my flat back down at the bottom of this plank. This is a great way. We're just going to activate a little bit more of the rectus abdominis with this one, that six-pack muscle in the front, as well as the obliques as we're coming up and down into that pike position. Okay, 30 seconds there. Let's roll over into a side plank. I rolled over onto my right elbow to engage into the side plank, what I'm looking for here. So I'm on my right elbow. My right elbow is right underneath my right shoulder. I'm also on the outside of my right foot. Should be a straight line, basically nose, belly button, between the knees, between the ankles, should all be a straight line. Should fill this one in the downside. So for example, I'm doing this on my right side, should fill this in those right internal and external obliques, those muscles on the side of your core. There's 30 seconds. Now let's roll over onto the left. And so now we're going to hold this one for 30 seconds. Same rules apply. So you'll see that my back is nice and straight, nice and flat. Hips aren't too high, hips aren't too low. Again, going for a nice straight line from the nose, belly button, between the knees, between the ankles. Here we're going to engage those left obliques. Side planks, one of my favorite exercises to engage the lateral core, as well as those hip abductors to hold you in that side plank position. Nice job, you guys. Okay, quarter of the way there. Now we're going to roll into some some Spider-Man planks. One of those superheroes, right? And so to do this, the Spider-Man plank, we're down in a low plank position on my elbows and on my toes, but now what I'm going to do is alternate bringing this is my right knee up towards my right elbow, here's my left knee up to my left elbow. And so with this one, we're just engaging a lot more core. We compromise the stability of the system to make the muscles have to work a little bit harder. So there's our 30 seconds there, and then let's get into the next one. It's going to be an up-down plank. And so for an up-down plank, we're going to go hand down and then other hand down. Basically, we go from the low plank position up into the tall plank position. And so left hand down, right hand down, left hand down, right hand down. And so that's what your up-down plank looks like. Works a ton of shoulders, works a ton of chest. Basically, it's kind of a way that we can distract your core. We distract your stomach muscles while we're working the chest, shoulders, and arms